Today we are going to be looking at some of the top 64s that has happened over the weekend. Now, a few of them that I want to talk about, we had Daniel Hartmann on Punk Therion, who took first place over at the Germany Nationals. We also had Elaine Godinez on Flundries, who took the Central American Nationals. We had Nicholas Burgess on Drytron, who took the United Kingdom Nationals, and we had Flundries winning the Italian Nationals. So let's get into the national breakdown. We had from Italian, 20 Branded Despia, 11 Sword Soul Tinny, 13 Punk Adventurer, 3 of them were Therion, 7 Flundries, 3 Salamangreat, 2 Dragon Link, 2 Eldritch, 2 Marincess, 2 Sky Striker, 1 Virtual World, and 1 Agnister. Overall, this is actually very, very standard of how the pie chart is. As we can see, Despia, Sword Soul, and Punk are all in the top 3 decks. Then Flundries follow behind, and it's just all the rogue that's after. Next up, we have the German Nationals. We have 18 Punk Adventurer, 2 Therion, 2 Eldritch, 17 Sword Soul Tinny, 8 Branded Despia, 1 of them was Predaplant. And then we had 5 Flundries, 3 Drytron, 3 Dragon Link, 2 Sky Strikers, 1 Libermancer, 1 Evil Twin, 1 Sun Avalon Therion, or Sun Avalon Adventurer, 1 Agnister, 1 Altergeist, 1 DDD, 1 Tribrigade, and 1 Plant Adventure. Overall, this is pretty solid, and it's still following the trends of Punk, Sword Soul, and Despia in the top 3, then Flundries still follow behind. Then after that, we had the United Kingdom Nationals. 18 Punk Adventure, 2 Therion, 10 Sword Soul, 8 Branded Despia, 1 of them being a hero build, which is pretty cool, in my opinion. Then we also had 5 Eldritch, 4 Flundries, 4 Drytron, 3 Dragon Link, 2 ABC, 2 Earth Machine, 1 Tri-Brigade, Virtual World, Sky Striker, Salamangreat, and Sun Avalon, with 3 unknown. So overall, what am I thinking of this format so far? So, this format so far, it's pretty balanced. You have the top 4 decks. Punk decks creeping in with the Adventure and Therion because they're still new, and in my opinion, if they were released at the very beginning of the format, all these 3 would have been tied. Overall, I really like the states of the format. I'm really happy that a lot of things phased out of the format, and I cannot wait to see what comes in after in a few weeks, but then we will hit Splight coming in August. But I want to know what you guys think about this format overall, but let's take a look at some of the lists that we have. We had the first place German list of the Punk Therion deck. Now, as we can see, we have the standard Punk lineup, but he's also running the other level 3 that searches out a spell or trap, or that searches out a spell, or I think that's a monster. But let's just double check that, because Punk is an interesting engine and there's so much that you can do with it. Now, that one is him right here. It's during your opponent's turn, you can pay 600 life points immediately after this resolves. Synchro summon 1 Punk Synchro monster using monsters you control as material. Yeah. And he's running the Rising Dragon, so it's probably, if he has Chaos Ruler, he goes from that into the big bad Synchro monster, which is Amazing Dragon. Now, Amazing Dragon, if it's Synchro Summon, you can target cards up to your opponent controls up to the number of level 3 psychic monsters with different names you control and in your graveyard, and return them to the hand. So most of the time you're bouncing 2. That's actually a very good tech. I really like that. So he's on 1 Deernote, 1 of the Shara Kushai, 3 Xiamen, 3 Foxytune, and 3 Ogre Dance. Then you have the 1 Jet Synchron, you have 1 Reaper Fuma. Then we have 2 Lily, 3 Regulus, 1 Valor, and 3 Ash Blossom. Then we have the 2 Coliseum, the 3 Perpetuating or Endless Aggro Machine, 3 Egg 3 Pot of Prosperity, 1 Therian's Cross, which is a draw card of the deck. Then we also had Call by the Grave, Triple Text Talents, Forbidden Droplet, and Therian's Charge, which is their trap card that actually is very good in my opinion. Or no, Stand Up. Is it Stand Up? Is that Stand Up? Yeah, that's Stand Up. So what Stand Up does is you target a Therian's monster you control or in your graveyard, special summon, then you can equip 1 Therian's monster from your hand or graveyard. During the main phase, you can banish this card from your graveyard, then target 2 Therian monsters, 1 on your field and 1 in your graveyard. Equip that monster from the graveyard to the other monster. So it helps out if you can send it to the graveyard, but it's also pretty good because it can summon out your Regulus from the graveyard as well. Or summon out anything like Reaper or Lily to the field, just in case if you need an extra body, but most of the time I think you're going to be summoning out Regulus. Now for the extra deck, as we can see, he's running the 1 fusion monster, which is Rising Carp. You can attribute this fusion summon monster special summon up to 2 punk monsters with different names from each other, from your hand or deck, except level 8 monsters in defense position. If you synchro summoned using this card as material, you can target 1 punk monster you control. It can make a second attack during each battle phase this turn. So I think the one thing that you do with this is with Chara here, you fuse using that and summon this, then you tribute it, summon out 2 punk monsters, probably Deer Note and a level 3, to go into a Chaos Ruler. That's actually pretty cool. I really like that combo line. We have Formula Synchron, Chaos Ruler, Hot Red Dragon, Archfiend, Abyss, Barone, Psychic Hand Punisher, your Amazing Dragon, and King Calamity is in the extra deck because you can easily make it off of, I believe it's a Punk Tuner, Valor, and Chaos Ruler? That's very interesting. Then we have, of course, have the standard Zombie Vampire and Zeus. Then we have Halka Fibrax with Selene, Nightmare Unicorn, Access Code Talker, and Appaloosa. Now in the extra deck, as we can see, he's running Starlight, Red Dragon Archfiend, a very good card. Droll Blackbirds, Token Collectors, Nibiru's, Twin Twisters, Lightning Storms, and Red Reboot. Overall, this list is very solid, and I might have to adapt a list close to this. And then we have the U.K. Nats Drytron list. Now, as we can see, one of the level 12 Ritual Drytron, Natasha, Idaten, and 2 Ben 10. Then I see there's triple beta, triple alpha, triple gamma, and the one that you usually play one of, Delta. We have Vanity's Ruler, along with 1 of your Herald, 1 Orange Light, and 1 Lancia. Okay, we're running the Ritual Sanctuary, along with 2 Mystic Mine. So that's where Set Rotation and Terraforming comes into play, along with double Fafnir, 1 Meteonis, and double Nova. Then we have triple Emergency, triple Prep, 1 Call by, triple Droplet, and triple Prosperity. Now, onto the extra deck. It is very, very standard of a Drytron list, and honestly, that's pretty cool. Next up in the extra deck, it looks like we have Magikey Botto Blaster with the Counter Trap, Necroworld Banshee with Zombie World. Then we have Droll Blackbird, Token Collector, Twin Twister, Feather Duster, and Dark Ruler no more. But that's all the lists that are here off of Carlon Tro's Star. So big thanks to them. But anyways, I've been Bolt Spider. See you guys in the next video, and goodbye.